We're in the Fiat 500 paddock, and Jackie, clearly an enthusiast by the look of her T-shirt and the banner here, and your car. Tell us about the car.
Well, it's a 500A, so it's the very first car Fiat built that was called the 500.
So quite a historical car.
Yeah, this one particular one is 1937. They first introduced them in 1936, July 36, and this was registered in March 37.
Well, it's looking in incredibly good
within
fettle.
The first 12 months of
Have
production.
you restored it?
Yes, it was a 3-year restoration job.
Did you do it yourself?
I did.
All yourself?
Every last thing.
This is unique.
Well, I'm an engineer by profession, so that helped. But mostly I sit in front of a CAD stream designing stuff. So the chance to actually do stuff with my hands was nice.
Quite unique to have somebody own and restore the car themselves, and not being sexist or anything, but how many women have restored their cars?
I don't know, but I'm sure there's others.
I think you're one of one, I think. Certainly here today, I haven't met anybody else.
Well, who knows?
The engine?
This car is quite modified because I used to be into drag racing. I still am, but I used to actually race.
You're a drag racer? And you've got a 500cc little car?
Well, this one's got 2 litres on board, so it's modified a bit.
Yeah, but it's hardly a dragster, come on.
No, it's not a dragster, but it does go down the track from time to time.
So you do track days?
Yes.
Where have you been?
It goes to Santa Pod. It's been to Prescott Hill Climb, not last year, the year before, and it's going back there next weekend.
That's fantastic.
You got to use them. For me, it's no. If it was going to stay in the garage all day, I might as well have a toy car on the mantelpiece.
You are talking to the converted. I believe that cars should be used and driven.
As a result of that, it looks shiny and pretty, but it's covered in stone chips and battle damage, as it were, and stress cracks. But that doesn't matter because it shows that it's used.
I took a very valuable Aston Martin DB4 GT Zagato to Australia, and it had stone chips on it, and they said, it's a valuable car, but it's not really in good condition. I said, well, it's got stone chips because I race it. And they said, no, you don't. And I said, yes, I do.
Absolutely, that's the right thing to do. This car gets used a lot. Last year, the only reason I didn't do Prescott last year is because I was on my way to Turin in it.
You drove it all the way to Turin?
Yes. Well,
This gets better and better.
It was an ambition to take it back to Lingotto, where it was originally built. So that's what I did.
Well, just on your own, or with luggage and passengers?
No, I'm always solo because my other half isn't into the car thing, so I'm always solo. So I packed everything in. I built a special little luggage rack for the back, packed everything on, and I went with a friend who's got one of those, the 500D. But they trailered theirs because there was 2 of them. But I drove mine all the way.
Good girl.
We met with the Topolino Club of Turin, and they inducted both of us into their club and gave me the car badge.
I should think you're an honorary member, aren't you?
I was, yeah, I am. And I've paid to continue the membership this year.
That is fantastic. So why did you choose this for having been a drag racer?
These cars are actually very popular in drag racing in certain classes. Fiberglass bodies, but cut down without the wings and stuff. And obviously a big, huge V8.
Don't you dare do that to this lovely car.
But despite all of that, you can still see what a stylish little car they were, which is where I first saw them. And when I saw what they're supposed to look like, I absolutely fell in love with it. And I thought, that's the car for me. But I knew I couldn't live with 13 horsepower of a standard car, which is why it's got this 2-litre engine in, and obviously the powertrain and suspension and brakes.
It's brilliant. Can we perhaps see the engine? Is it easy to look at?
Yes, I can open that up.
Can you? Thank you. I'll watch it. Yeah.
That's about as good as it gets without me unscrewing stuff.
Yeah.
So originally the engine would have just been there.
So you've got a mid-mounted.
Then the gearbox, and then the fuel tank.
You've mid-mounted it and redesigned everything.
Yes. Well, I'm supposed to be an engineer.
What sort of engineering do you do?
I actually designed the. You will have seen on TV adverts all of the robot lines that build the car bodies. That's what I do.
Well, unbelievably interesting talking to you. I think we could go on all day. Thanks so much for talking to us, and good luck and with the gliding and with everything that you're doing.
Thank you.
Fantastic.